Well, today marks 7 years since Superstorm Sandy roared ashore, bringing New York City and its public transportation systems to their knees. The subway and the rail tunnels flooded. Corrosive salt water damaged power and signal equipment. Well, now much of it is back, and it's better than ever, along with the hopes of preventing another Sandy from causing such a catastrophic amount of damage. The MTA has repaired 7 of 9 tunnels. The 8th on the list, the Canarsie Tube, also known as the L project, is now underway, and the F-train Rutgers Tunnel will follow. Here's News 4's Andrew Siff.
Hundreds of subway cars here at this train yard vulnerable to a flood, and that's why 7 years after Sandy, the MTA has raised up the power supply to protect against future storms. 7 years since the water inundated subway stations and cascaded into the Battery Tunnel.
It sounded like Niagara Falls when one got within a block of it.
MTA Chairman Pat Foy today stood next to the man in charge during Sandy, Joe Loda, who keeps pictures on his office wall of what millions of gallons of salt water did to the transit system, including this before and after image near the Battery.
The whitewater rapids that were running into the tunnel. So that's my most vivid memory of that night.
7 years later, the MTA has solidified the system with thousands of sidewalk inserts to keep the subway dry, 50,000-pound doors at the mouth of the Midtown and Battery tunnels. And then there's the 74-acre Coney Island train yard, the system's biggest place to park trains. Today, they've begun a 14-foot steel wall around the yard. Still 3 years until that's done.
The perimeter protection around the entire yard with the floodgates will help us batten down the hatches in case of a surge. Coney Island Yard is basically the heartbeat of New York City transit. I always refer to the subway system as the arteries that keep New York going.
Those arteries about to get another stress test. The MTA confirmed today the next major Sandy repair will be the F-train tunnel beneath the East River, the last of 9 Sandy-damaged tunnels to get repaired. Similar work on the L train has tested Brooklyn commuters for months, the lingering impact of a storm that took its toll on transit. Andrew Siff, News 4 New York.